Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video on my channel, and it is a completely different realm, a completely different feel. It is, I guess, call it a grow through grief moment if you want. It's a flashback Friday for many of you who found this channel through beer reviews and or the love of coffee and or maybe some of you newer subscribers. You know probably my story about getting sober, and you probably know my love of, the beer world. Ultimately, I had to make a choice, either be a dad to a living baby in August and save my marriage, or be drunk. And clearly, I chose the latter. Granted, I did not get to live that dream of having a baby, but here we are. So we're gonna try to keep it on the upside. I had, in sobriety, there's a lot of jokes about worshiping beverages still. I worship coffee, right? But a lot of people drink NAs and stuff like that. I've dabbled, but only social situations do I ever really want to, and not even now do I even feel the urge. However, I will say this is a pretty funny product. I've tried to film this video 3 times and have had so many different distractions, noises, etc., that I literally have drank this 3 times. So I have had it, and I have had some time to really formulate a true opinion on it. So what this is this is a craft brewed sparkling water that is hopped, okay? It is dry hopped. So I don't know why this exists, but it's pretty funny to me because it is actually made in a brewery. It is actually made, similar to a brewing process. There's big stainless steel vats, but this is H2ops, I believe they call it. I don't know. So they use a Northwest proprietary blend of hops. I'm assuming Mount Hood, Nugget, Simcoe, that type of stuff. And then they actually use vitamin C in this water. Why? I have no idea. And in what shape or form, no idea. I would assume chemical, but whatever. I thought it'd be fun to actually throw everything back and talk a little bit about kind of what this beer is and maybe have some fun with it. So here we are. And no, I did not buy Joe's new, it's still a bit green glassware. If he has one, I'd appreciate one, but I can hashtag PayPal for that. Anyways, it feels good to talk like this again. It's interesting. I drink a lot of LaCroix over ice and soda water. I initially thought, hey, is this gonna be completely clear? No, it's not. It's like a eggshell, egg white color, off-white, kind of like pale piss. So, yeah, there's 0 alcohol, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 protein. It is sparkling water, it is essenced. However, it is actually dry hopped with whole hops, or yeah, don't know. Sorry, I got a little bit of a runny nose, but anyways, let's smell it, guys. Okay, there is a dominant pine and tangerine orangey character. And then there's this herbaceous, still a bit green, very, very floral, almost like a, I don't want to say a lavender, but like, it's herbaceous. That's all I can really say. I don't want to say that basil note, but almost like parsley, which is a very underrated herb, by the way. If you're into like trying to cook and you want to make basil pesto, and basil is really expensive right now. Sorry guys, there's something really wrong with my nose. But parsley is very underrated. Jesus Lord. But yeah, I'm intrigued. It actually, the nose from afar and like kind of remembering what beer smells like. There's a brewery that I really liked in Iowa. And again, you guys, I have not had a drop since January 29th of 2017 and never will again. So it's historian, we'll see how I do. But there was a brewery back in Iowa that I loved, Decorah, Toppling Goliath, that effectively sold out a good amount of their production for their flagship everyday beers to Lakeland, Florida. I don't even remember the name of the contract brewery that they were working with, and I actually don't care. But anyways, they took their core brand, Pseudo Sue, which I hear is still garbage in Iowa, Golden Nugget, Rover Truck, Tsunami Pale Ale, which whatever, and Dorothy's I believe was the one. But I remember getting Golden Nugget from Lakeland, Florida, and being like, what in the sand hell happened to this beer? I remember doing that with all of them. But anyways, this kind of has a reminiscent part of a bad batch of Lakeland Golden Nugget. Not even kidding. So here we are. Let's taste it. Cheers. Like overly grassy was what I was getting, and then pine, and then orangey. So take that for what you will. So there was a joke in our chat today. Somebody posted a picture of Iowa Sioux, and they said, this is straight trash, I want my money back. And of course I had to laugh because it's a running joke about how TG hops are the most inconsistent hops in the world. And they were when I drank beer too, other than Trillium. At least they have their shit together, or so I understand. However, I then posted a 4-pack of this, which was $7.49 at Whole Foods. And let me just say this, it says keep cold to maintain fresh flavors. So like hops, fridge the hops, fridge the dry hopped water, Whole Foods, come on. It'd be curious to know, let's be a snob, when was this packaged, shall we? Is there anything? The label's fire though, I really like it, it's well done. Definitely, you know, gluten-free, 0 carbs, unsweetened. It's cool. There is 0 indication on when this was packaged or Best Buy. The company was founded in 2016. Anyways, I posted a picture of this. I kind of relayed a little bit of info about it, and one of my friends goes, I bet there's more hop character in that than there is in this Iowa Sioux. So I'll be honest with you, the taste, you know, in sobriety, I crave carbonation. I always have. I've always really, really missed the carbonation factor of a beverage. And so I found LaCroix early on and soda water. And so this was right up my alley, and it's dry hopped. It's cool, right? But I'm gonna be really honest with you. This tastes like a hop tea. It tastes like they almost dip this in unfermented wort, almost like a first wort hopping. So if you've ever brewed or home brewed or brewed on a system, you know, when you first lauter out of the mash tun, I think it's called lautering, and you get your first runnings, sometimes with IPAs, big IPAs, at least in the West Coast, they like to pitch first wort. So high alpha acid hops into the wort. And when you get to your final runnings, when it's starting to get a little bit clear, this color, I used to taste it all the time with my buddies because you're just like, how bitter is this gonna be? And that's honestly really close to what this tastes like where there's 0 residual sugars left in that wort, where you're pretty much, you've exhausted it, it's time to boil. But anyways, that's what this tastes like. It's a hop tea, it's grassy, it's floral, it's still a bit green. There's a nice orange note, but extremely floral. I don't think it's actually carbonated enough, if I'm being a critic here. It's almost like it's a bad soda stream. Like, I didn't put enough carb in my soda stream. But you know what, guys? This has been a blast to talk about this. I think if you are sober, or you're doing a sober 30 for January 2018, taking a step back from craft beer or alcohol, you know, when you see this, it's not gonna make you want to drink beer. And or alcohol, period. But it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to see people taking products. There's actually an entire sober brewery, I believe, that's opening, or they're sober brewers, and I think it's out of O'Fallon down in St. Louis, and they're actually making like a NA Stout, NA Pale Ale, NA Lager. And then if those definitely ever hit distro or are bottled and I can get them, I will put them on the channel. I have no qualms about doing that. But all right, guys, we are counting down the days to January 29th, 2018, and that will be one magical full year of continuous sobriety. So pretty proud of where I came from. You can go back and watch videos of how fucking fat I was and how shit-faced I was in every video, how much of a dick I was to my friends, how much I talked over people. Crazy, 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 crazy. And guess what? I don't miss it at all. I really don't. But also, I've been through an absolute shitstorm of a life tragedy, and here we are. So with that, guys, cherish life for what you have for it. And if you want to drink sparkling dry hop fucking water, do it. It might be better than Iowa Sioux. So with that, I'm out of here. Cheers.